Well, this is not a stream that I had planned or that I actually wanted to be doing. But if you've just tuned in, hello. Unfortunately, some very sad news has just come through a couple of minutes ago. FC Bayern München legend, the man who got 40 goals in one Bundesliga season, whose record was actually broken by Robert Lewandowski last season. Bayern legend and Germany legend Gerd Müller sadly has passed away at the age of 75. Today, news came through not that long ago actually. It was actually announced on Sky Sports, but first was actually announced by FC Bayern München on Instagram. I'll just find the actual post where they announced it. As soon as I heard this, I was absolutely devastated. It took me a bit of time to get over it. I've been absolutely devastated. FC Bayern München mourn the passing of Gerd Müller. The FC Bayern München world is standing still today. The club and all its fans are mourning the death of Gerd Müller, who passed away this morning at the age of 75. Müller made history with Bayern and the German national team, scored an incredible 566 goals in 607 competitive appearances for the club, and still currently holds the record for the most goals scored in the Bundesliga with 365, as well as being top scorer 7 times. He got 68 goals in 62 caps for the national team. A legend in the making. Absolutely fantastic, prolific striker he was for Bayern Munich. I was very, very devastated when this news came through today. I just couldn't believe it. I knew something had been going on with him now in the past couple of months, because apparently he'd been in bed nearly like 24 hours a day or something. There was some condition he had. I don't know exactly what it was, but it didn't seem like a particularly good one. There's no cause of death. It just seemed to be all of a sudden by the looks of it. But I'm devastated by it. I'm absolutely devastated. He was one of the best players at Bayern Munich. He had the record of 40 goals in a Bundesliga season, which, if you know, of course, was broken by Robert Lewandowski, who has now become a Bayern Munich legend as well. But Gerd Müller was, I believe, the all-time top scorer for FC Bayern München. 398 goals. I think he is the all-time top scorer. He started off in his home town, I think it was, in a place called Nördlingen. And he started off his youth career with 1861 Nordingen and played 31 goals. He scored 51 goals in 31 appearances for them. Then Bayern, 453 games, 398. Oh no, that's wrong. I don't know why that's wrong. No, 566 goals in 607 competitive appearances for FC Bayern, and he scored 365 goals in the Bundesliga. And then he finished off his career with Fort Lauderdale Strikers. That's what they were called. They weren't. They dissolved a couple of years after they'd actually been formed, but he was one of the best players in the land. He scored over 600, 700 goals, I think, in his entire career. Absolutely fantastic career, and obviously fantastic life for him. But 75 years of age that's no age. That is no age to die. And when it's football legend, I was devastated when I think we all know Middlesbrough legend Jack Charlton passed away. I was devastated when Ali Brownlee, our commentator, passed away. I was devastated when when Bobby Müller had died as well, and a lot of the other football legends. But this one is the most devastating for me. I never got a chance to see Gerd Müller play in real life. I've seen loads of stuff about him, and he's one of the biggest and best Bayern legends out there. I was very, very sad when I heard this. obviously nicknamed Bomber the Nation. The nation's bomber is what he was called. Don't know why, or simply called Der Bomber. He's been fantastic. He's had absolutely loads of awards. He was voted. Excuse me. He was voted. He won the FIFA World Cup in 1974. Finished third place in the 1970 World Cup and won the 1972 European Championship. That's representing what was known as West Germany at the time. It was still Germany, but it was classed as West Germany at the time. 68 goals, 62 appearances, 15 years with FC Bayern München, international record of 66 goals in 74 European club games, averaging over a goal a game with West Germany. Müller 21st on the list in the all-time international goal scorers, and I believe is still the all-time Bayern Munich goal scorer. I'll just check, so look. That's as of July 2020. It says Rummenigge's actually. No, Gerd Müller is top, the all-time top scorer with 515 goals. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge is on 217. Lewandowski is actually second now because he's on 242. So, yeah. But this obviously wasn't going to be a long stream, really. It was going to be a very short one. I'm devastated because, Gerd Müller's a fantastic legend. And I should say, by the way, it's not the one that's actually related to Thomas Müller, because I worked out there was a different Gerd Müller, who is actually Thomas Müller's father, but it's not this one. How old was he? He was 75. RIP, yeah. Yeah, RIP to the great man. Yeah, a fantastic legend, really, he was. He was absolutely superb. German legend, Bayern legend, Nordlingen legend, you could say as well, because he had a bit of time there as well. But he was just a fantastic, fantastic player. And found out today when I found out that he'd passed away and it came up on Sky Sports, I just felt so deflated, because I've loved him. He was named European Footballer of the Year in the 1970s. He scored the winning goal in the 1974 World Cup final, which won it for Germany. Held the all-time goal-scoring record in the World Cup, 14 goals for 32 years. 1999, Müller was ranked 9th in the European Player of the Century election held by the International Federation of Football History and Statistics, or the IFFHS. Voted 13th in that election as well. And in 2004, Pelé, of all people, you all know the Brazilian legend Pelé, he named Thomas Müller in the FIFA 100 list of the world's greatest living players. So, a fantastic man. Very, very sad, very deflated by this news, as is everyone involved with FC Bayern München and everyone in Germany as well, because he was a big player in Germany, scored goals galore, helped Germany win the World Cups and the Euros as well in the 70s, and also was the first person to get 40 goals in a Bundesliga season with Bayern, which was, of course, broken. That record was broken by Robert Lewandowski. So, there's a lot of things that, you can think about. I mean, Gerd Müller, what a player. 75 years of age is quite, it's a good age, but it's no age to die either. But in the 80s, he was just a class above the rest, really, wasn't he? That was when he got the 40-goal record in the 1980s, and that lasted for 30 years. No player had ever beaten Gerd Müller's 40-goal record until Lewandowski did it last season. And he was fantastic, absolutely superb. And same for Germany as well. one of the biggest legends in German football. So, to find out today, I mean, I was enjoying this morning as well. I was enjoying today when I found out that the vlog from yesterday. Thank you very much for the support on the vlog from yesterday. Is over 1,200 views already, which is one of the best ones so far. I think that's like fifth or sixth in the tallies for most viewed vlogs for me. So I was happy, and then when I came up after making me dinner, I found this news out, and I went from being happy to being deflated. It's sad, it's a sad reality of life though, but I think we all expect it sooner or later that, we all live, we all die. It's sadly part of life. But there's been way too many legends passing away in this past year. We've had, 2021's been one of the worst for football legends time. We've had Maradona, he passed away ages ago. I was sad about that. We had Gerd Müller today. We had Jackie Charlton ages ago. We had, who else did we also have? We had Gordon Banks was a while ago. Some more players, I think, former England World Cup winners that had passed away as well. We've had very young players passing away as well. La Fiorentina guy, the very young 16-year-old Ajax one. It's heartbreaking, and this is life as a football fan. You have to accept that life ends very quickly, unfortunately. But Gerd Müller, rest in peace, legend. Absolutely fantastic for Bayern. And I'm sure all the Bayern fans around the world, including myself, will be thinking about him for many, many years to come, and certainly through all season. I think in the first home game of the season, which Bayern play, which is I think against FC Köln in the Bundesliga, I think if that's televised, they will probably do a minute applause or minute silence in memory of Gerd Müller, because he's a German legend, and every German person, even if you live in Germany or you don't live in Germany, should respect what this man has done, because it's been absolutely fantastic throughout his career. And as I say, I hope when his funeral comes, he gets the best send off ever, because he fully deserves it. This isn't a stream that I wanted to do. I didn't have this planned, so as you can tell, you'll probably see, you'll probably notice I've been repeating myself here and there, but it's difficult because I'm devastated. But if you just joined and you don't know, Gerd Müller, former Bayern Munich and Germany legend, sadly passed away today at the age of 75. Don't know what the cause was. It was just revealed on Sky Sports and FC Bayern on Insta and Twitter had announced it as well. But I'm devastated, absolutely devastated, and I don't know. It's a tough one to take. It was tough for me to accept the fact that Middlesbrough legend Jackie Charlton had passed away as well ages ago. Maradona died, which was very difficult for a lot of people to take as well. But this one tops it, and it sums up how bad 2021 has been. We've had loads of former footballing legends that have passed away. Maradona was one of them. Now Gerd Müller. The main question you think about is who's going to be the next one, because it could be anyone, and it's not just legends as well. We've had really young football fans as well. It's not football fans in general, but we've had young footballers who've passed away as well due to different reasons, and it's sad, isn't it? It's really sad. It's just the sad reality of life at the end of the day. I'll quickly read the other comments and then I'll wrap up there, because I don't want to stay live for too long. It was 75. RIP. R.I.P. the great man. King Kong, hello. R.I.P. the bomber. Müller was one of, if not Müller was one of, if not the most clinical goal scorer of all time. Yeah, Paolo Rossi as well. That was a while ago. The real Müller here, well, I wouldn't say the real Müller. The real Müller is Gerd Müller. Biggest legend in German football. You will not see a bigger German legend than that, unless it's Neuer or Neuer. I mean, closer possibly. Yeah. Didn't know he died, IP. It wasn't. It was only announced about half an hour ago. RIP Children Morton fan page. Great player, fantastic. He was a class above the rest, not just in Germany, but I think probably in the world as well. And he was highly rated by even the likes of Pele. I mean, he got given one of the best player awards by Pele. You know, so Pele had a fondness for him. That's the word. And I think all Bayern fans have been very fond of Gerd Müller, and I was buzzing when Lewandowski broke the record because no one's ever done it. But Gerd Müller, you won't see a better German footballer than him in your lifetime. It's absolutely superb. And unfortunately, I mean, I'm only young. I'm only 19, even though I look like I'm in my 20s. But I sadly never got the chance to watch Gerd Müller live on TV or anything because I was so young. And Gerd Müller ended his senior career, I believe, in the 80s. This was after he'd got the 40-goal record. So, I don't know. I've lost for words. I'm devastated. What's happened, RIP? Well, Gerd Müller, Bayern legend and Germany legend, passed away today at the age of 75. I'll read the statement that came out today. FC Bayern. This is what it came out. The FC Bayern München world family, basically, standing still today. Club and all its fans mourning the death of Gerd Müller, who passed away on Sunday morning at the age of 75. Müller made history with Bayern and the German team, the international squad, basically. He scored an incredible 566 goals in 607 competitive appearances for Bayern Munich, and has the most still in this current day and age holds the record for the most goals scored in the Bundesliga with 365. As well as being top scorer 7 times, he got 68 goals in 62 caps for the German national team, and is still, even to this day, Bayern Munich all-time top scorer with over 500 goals. I think Lewandowski is a modern Müller. I'd agree with that. I would agree with that. I think he's on his level, but at the same time, Müller was just well ahead of everyone in the 80s. And now you got all these youngsters coming in: Lewandowski, Haaland, Mbappe. Still got Messi and Ronaldo. You know, you've got Sancho coming in. We've got loads of players still playing. But yeah, to reiterate, Gerd Müller, Bayern and Germany legend, passed away today at the age of 75. And I'm absolutely devastated, like the entire Bayern family. Thanks everyone who has joined, by the way. I'll say this wasn't a planned stream at all. I just thought, I was tempted to just do this as a video. Probably would have been easier, but decided to do it as a stream. So very, very sad about that. and as the people, I mean the rest of the Bayern family, Mia and Mia, and Fortune Consultancies, are with the Legends family and friends, as well as the people involved with FC Bayern München and the DFB German national team. Thank you for joining, guys.